Hello buddy, my name is Eric, and today we're going to be looking at Haiku operating system, which is essentially a spiritual successor to BeOS. So, first of all, we're at the installer. I'm going to install this, not just going to try it out in a live environment. The first thing I'm going to do is correct my keyboard layout. I don't know what a US international keyboard is, but I just have the regular American keyboard. Welcome to Haiku installer. Important information. This is beta quality software. Yes, well that's fine. If you're installing onto real hardware, you may want to prepare a hard disk partition for another OS. Okay. I don't know why I'd want to do that. Maybe... Okay, so maybe it's pretty limited in terms of its dual booting support, but that's not going to be a problem since I'm not going to run anything else on this VM, so we'll continue. Oh, set up partitions, okay. So we can do it through here. I was thinking for a second, wait, do we need a Linux drive or something? Okay, so we want to do format, B file system. Okay, no, that's probably not a very good idea. So how do you partition this? Open with disk, no, that's not what we want. This kind of reminds me of classic macOS, which is interesting because BeOS was originally going to be basically the successor to macOS. Apple was going to buy Be Incorporated, but they didn't do that. Intel Extended Guide Partition Map. Well, given that we're using BIOS, we should probably use Intel. Or MBR. Master Boot Record. Okay. So now this has a partition map. And I think we can just create one partition, which will be the active one. Yes, we want to write all of this to the disk. Now we can go on with our way. Install from. Of course. Does that not work? Okay, we just need to format it with BeOS. Okay. Enable query support, yes. Now, one of the cool things... Okay, I must have clicked the wrong button. Okay, here we go. One of the cool things with Haiku is that it's very multi-threaded. Also, this is completely made from scratch. It's not based on Linux, it's not based on FreeBSD. This is a completely original operating system that is based on a historical operating system, a bit like React OS, and same idea as Hello System, but given this is from a fresh base, it would be incredibly difficult to get anywhere usable. It's somewhat of a hobby project, but I still think it's cool because it's even got binary compatibility with the original BeOS software, because I was reading a bit on their website. So let's see when we get into this. Haiku, that's the boot screen. I've given this VM 12 cores, so we can see how it actually reacts with a lot of cores. Okay, it seems to have hung, so I'm just gonna... Might be a bad idea, but I'm gonna reset it. Hopefully that doesn't completely ruin anything, that would be rather annoying. Okay. So those light up, that lights up. So I think it's... Okay, maybe it's a progress bar, so maybe I should just leave it for a while and see how it does. Hopefully I haven't broken anything by resetting it. Okay, so it worked. Or, yes, it did work. So I read this on the internet. After waiting about 6 minutes, it was clearly never going to start. So I actually had to reduce it to one core, which is disappointing, but I guess I think it's to do with VMware. It's not that it doesn't support more than one core, it's just something to do with how VMware handles multi-threading. They said that the performance was worse with 2 cores and seemingly non-existent. Okay. I'm going to see about making this bigger. Okay, mount, settings, new desktop config. Okay, there must be a way of increasing the screen resolution. Okay, add-ons, apps, bins, develop package links, settings, get config, Etsy maybe? No. Fonts, package repositories. So there's no system config on this. Okay, bbook, trash, because this was... Okay, bbook, because it used to be. Maybe it's here. Okay. Boot, desktop, global. Okay. Drivers, setup. System. No. Touchpad, no, because we didn't have one. Printers, MIME-DB, media, mail, global, desktop, boot. Okay, I'm sort of... No, we can't get... That's odd, so... That doesn't work, but okay. Let's attempt... See if we can... I don't know what bbook is. Oh, web positive. So this must be some sort of browser for Haiku. I wonder if we can load YouTube on web positive. Oh, so we use Alt instead of Control, just like on Hello System. Okay, it doesn't... Oh! It can handle Polymer. Okay. I want to know what my user agent is. What is my useragent.com? Okay, is it what is my browser.com? Bit slow, but... Okay, this is what I wanted. You're using web positive on Haiku, so it does know. Web positive sounds like something out of a freaky cult. Maybe I'm the only one who thinks so. And, like, that's not a criticism. It sounds like something really culty. Okay. We're back on YouTube. Let's see if we can play a video. Okay. Let's find out. Let's go for this one. This is the latest video. Do you love boating? Or was this an ad? Okay. Okay, we can. Not very well, but we can. I don't think the sound's working, but I don't think... Okay, that's 360p. Oh, this won't stay up? That's a problem. Can we full screen this? Your browser doesn't support full screen? Okay. Seemingly doesn't support HD either. Okay. So it can semi-watch YouTube videos. Okay. Quick tool. Let's look at that. User guide. Don't know what this Haiku drive is. Is that just my... Okay, that looks like that's just my boot drive. Do we have a terminal on this? User guide. Okay, easy moving and resizing. Okay, deskbar, tracker, applications. Can we just go Google? A wrong button. That worked pretty well. Okay, screen is apparently the name of the application. Now, the biggest thing to me this is obviously lacking is a way of searching. Actually, well, that's a VMware code. What about Alt Space for, like on macOS? So let's see if we can just find an applications folder here. It's System, Add-ons, Apps. Okay. Screenshot, Show Image, Terminal. I'm interested to see what that can do. Okay. No sudo. We got ls, pwd. Okay. Yeah, we have... Oh, we have bash, so we do have what is at least somewhat Unix-like. Okay. Can we install... okay, packageman install neofetch. See if we can do that. That's cool. Haiku. It knows what kernel we have. It knows what CPU I have. Okay, now that is cool. So, even though it's like not technically a Unix, it behaves a bit like a Unix. So that I really appreciate. Okay, let's see. Maybe it's under here. No. Vision. Okay, nope. About system. Power status. Okay. So maybe that's... Maybe it's under bin? Wonder if I can just type it into the terminal. No? Okay, preferences screen. Okay, maybe that's where we find it. Okay. I'm sorry, I really cannot read because this... Like, I will make it readable on the video. Okay, text search. But from what I am watching, it is impossible, pretty much impossible to read anything. I tried blowing that up in a different video and it really hurt the quality, which I don't want to do. But okay, let's go back up to system, documentation, develop, packages, preferences. Okay, I'm an idiot. I should have looked just a bit further and I would have found it. Okay, screen. Okay. Oh! Wow, we can go up actually pretty high. Oh, that's not running very well. Maybe we don't have enough because we can't enable graphics acceleration. Maybe we don't have enough video memory. Maybe it's just a slow start. Okay, that was an instant regret. Okay, I may have just nuked the system. Okay, well, hopefully it didn't save that because it didn't really work, or maybe if we reboot, it'll be fine. Okay, optimistic. Okay, so booted. Now, oh, good, and we're back to the low resolution. So maybe experimenting with that wouldn't be such a good idea again, but just one more time. If it doesn't work again, you know what? Fuck it, we're not going to do it again. The third time, but works this time. Okay. Screensaver. Okay, so it's Vaser driver. Okay, all workspaces, placements. Or else backgrounds. That's how we ended up on the wrong thing. So... okay, here we can go all workspaces, we can go, let's go for something a bit better, like 1080p. Okay, seems like it's still. Okay. I'm gonna stop doing that, I'm gonna reset the VM again. And I think just to make the recording better, I am going to experience so that the video is better. I am going to keep aspect ratio stretch, which I try to avoid, but if there's no way of scaling the operating system, I want to be able to see what I'm doing. So here we go. We now have some degree of stretching. Ooh, did it keep 1080p? Have I just broken the system? That's not good. Okay, it seems to have just been... it's just slow. It did eventually load. I don't know if it's VMware making this slow, or if it's just... they've just pretty much broken it. Okay, view. Let's try turning off stretch guest, just to see if that helps. Yeah, that's definitely now running in 1080p. Okay, I want to attempt to try more processors again, because if it's drawing everything on the CPU, that might make it less slow. So let's just try 4, because that's not likely to break anything. I hope. 2 is still too many, it seems. I actually really fail to understand why going from 768p to 1080p makes such a big difference. Like, it's about double the pixels, but it went from running pretty much perfectly to being completely unusable. That seems... I did it. Well, not quite, but I've gotten into preferences just by clicking the incredibly slow. Now, imagine if the screen part just errors out. I did it, I think. This reminds me of the time I played Cat Mario, which is this stupid online, really annoying Mario game, and it's like everything just doesn't work. Okay. So, here we go. Just wait and see until we get our cursor back, and then we have the chance to fix our resolution. Wow, the mouse moved full. Okay. It's drawing in. This has been like almost 20 minutes in real life. Okay, we just need 1024 by 768. It's really hard to predict how far the mouse is going to move because of the lag. But it seems like when it's lagging, the mouse is completely ignored, so it's not just visual lag, even though it's seemingly caused by overloaded rendering engine. Okay. Okay. All we have to do now is click apply, and we should be home free. Why did the mouse jump over there? Okay, and the mouse jumped again. Oh wow, it's over on the other side of the screen now. It's like luck of the draw whether your mouse is going to track or not. This reminds me of those videos of like world's hardest game. It's like you gotta dodge those stupid windmills. Okay. Okay, we did it. We did it. Keep. Wow, and when, for whatever reason, that just magically fixes everything. Okay, so now, and hopefully if you're watching this, I'm going to edit this down to like 2 or 3 minutes because I don't want everyone to click off because of this stupid thing. Let's see what else we can do. We got virtual memory. Oh wow, it takes up a huge amount of swap. We don't really need virtual memory. The system has more RAM than it can possibly use, but okay. Servers, settings. Okay, that's just more settings. So the actual stuff that you'd want to change is in preferences, but even that you really shouldn't play with. So let's look at the built-in apps. We get BPDF, PE, About System. So here we go. This looks quite a bit like classic macOS or BeOS. Okay, and this is Beta 3, Activity Monitor. Oh, that's interesting. So we're using about 20% of the single CPU core and a few hundred megabytes of the RAM. Auto raise, boot manager, character map, Codicam, debugger, desk calc. Oh, I think I did that wrong. Okay, clear that. Oh, that's a parentheses. That's not a clear. Okay, let's do something. 420 times 6. Okay, we're gonna do times 69. I think parentheses works in such a way. Okay. Okay, this calculator is actually really fragile. I've never seen a calculator that can't handle this. Okay. Is that a BS there? No, something else. Okay. There we go. 28980. I guess that's correct. So, disk usage. Okay. Oh, it's a scan, so that's why that doesn't work. Devices. Oh wow, so it's even got... That's mostly useless information because it's VM, but that could be... We've got our virtual network controller, multimedia controller, VMware SVGA adapter, communication interface. Okay. That's pretty cool. What do we got for memory? There's memory on here. Order by connection. Okay, and then we can close all of these ACPIs. Intel Corporation. Okay, nothing too interesting. Launchbox. Oh, that's interesting. So you get this mail symbol, Oh. That's interesting. I can even make the fonts readable, I think. Oh. Maybe I can't. Keys don't work. Oh, it's Alt plus. What do they mean? There's no plus on the American keyboard, so I don't know if they mean like equal or. Okay, I don't know. I can't figure this out. But... Okay, don't save it. The legacy package installer, that would be to install original BeOS software. Power status, which shouldn't. You can run it in a window. Of course, there's nothing because there's no battery in a VM. Remote desktop. Doesn't load. Screenshot. Let's take it. Okay. Sound recorder. Well, there's no audio hardware, so that's not going to work. Terminal, of course. Web positive, which is like a weird browser. And of course, I don't know if we can run something more mainstream like Firefox on Haiku. Oh, it uses DuckDuckGo out of the box. Okay. It does apparently run. That's interesting, so... we can do Pacman, or PackageMan, not to be confused with the Pacman of Arch Linux. Terminal. Package and install Firefox. Okay, so it's not in the repository, but apparently it's possible to get it running. For mail, legacy package, expander, vision, BPDF. So let's see what that looks like. That would be from B. Premiere PDF reader for Haiku. So I guess that was edited. So we can view any, we can annotate unencrypted, and we can add bookmarks. So let's just see if we can actually do that. See if we can find an actual PDF. Well, I'll give them credit for trying. I guess like scamming people, but that's just stupid. Okay, I guess we're not going to be able to test the PDF, as Web Expert is seemingly Web Positive is not handling this well. So we'll go back to apps. Okay, about system, boot manager. Okay, we can choose whether we want to. Does that say ready or recommended? Character map, CodyCam. I don't know why it would be called that, unless there's like some guy named Cody who created a webcam. Okay, we got expander. That's probably, yeah, that's for zip files. Media converter. It could convert files if we had any. We could play them. MIDI, it can do MIDI. Network status. Let's see what that says. Oh, that looks like that should probably just go in the desk bar, as they call it. What do these other functions do? That's calculator. That's terminal. Show image. Notepad, and of course mail. It's interesting. It's an interesting operating system because it's not like Apple definitely made the right choice by going with Next and not B, but I think BeOS is an interesting. Like, this could have been a real competitor in the space. Unfortunately, BeOS never really got much market share, so it was pretty much a dead project until the Haiku developers came around and made this operating system, which can do most of what Haiku, or not Haiku, I mean BeOS used to do. It is binary compatible. I believe it's the 32-bit version that is binary compatible, and the other versions are, I think, only source compatible or something like that, because there's something to do with a compiler version, but otherwise it's like React OS, but it's because BeOS is dead, it's a much easier target because you're not building compatibility with a moving target, you're building compatibility with the historical target, which is relatively easy to do. So I think that's going to be all for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like and subscribe if you did, and let me know in the comments if there's some other systems you'd like me to take a look at. This one is definitely very interesting, although unfortunately VMware driver support isn't quite there yet. Bye.